So, just came back from watching Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead in the theater, which is interesting to see the Netflix logo on the big screen. And it's nice to see Zack Snyder just uninhibited. It seems like the movie seems like he was having a fun time making it. Uh, it's ridiculous. I mean, if Netflix, if the story's true, where they just gave him a hands-off movie, it shows. It's a true Zack Snyder movie. Lots of slow motion in spots. Visually stylish, with all as with all of his movies. Surprisingly, some touching story. Dave Bautista. I would never thought of him when I was watching him as a wrestler, as Deacon Bautista, and then the Beast. And yes, he's been branching out into movies. Blade Runner 2049, things like that. I would never have thought of him as a tender man, but the guy shows range and emotion, and it kind of gets you. It's a fun movie. It's a bank heist movie with zombies, smart zombies, and then the typical standard zombies that you see in all the movies from the 60s, or since the 60s. They call them shamblers in this one. And there's some nice kind of mythology, lore, world building that they mention, but they never really show. Like, one character mentions that these zombies that the characters pass by, they're all dried up husks. She says, "Oh, you should see it when it rains. They wake up." So the zombies are dehydrated, and they're apparently when they get rained on, they start rehydrating and coming back. And then there's another scene where they're hibernating, just standing in one spot like the Borg. It's stuff that you'd never really quite see before, and it's really a fun movie. But if it's a hands-off Netflix film, and they let Zach pretty much do whatever he wanted, except for like one idea that he had, and if you know what I'm talking about, it's a character probably named Johnson, because it would fit. They wouldn't let that in, but they let a heck of a lot slide by. If you love gore, like, not in your face, it's in your face. Nothing is hidden. But it's almost done with kind of like a, tongue-in-cheek wink to the audience type of violence. I swear there's somebody watching me. I don't like that. I'm going to cut this review short because there's somebody just standing there and watching me. Well, this will be fun. Anyway, it's a fun movie. I really recommend it. It's in the theaters right now. I guess at Netflix will be there in a week or so. If you catch it on the big screen, great. If you don't, well, it's a fun movie to watch. Grab a beer, a couple friends. Stay masked if you're not vaccinated, though. Netflix party it. Or whatever the thing is. So, yeah. I'd really recommend it. 2.5, 3 stars out of 4 probably. Because it's so over the top, so ridiculous. You can't not enjoy yourself. I was laughing really hard at a few spots in the movie because it's so over the top. But again, done with the kind of a wink to the audience that this is knowingly over the top. It's a fun heist movie with zombies, and the heist, of course, halfway through goes sideways, and everything changes, and they have to improvise and adapt and survive. So, going to cut my review short then. You probably can't see me now. So, have a good one.